Well, hello there. It's me, Maddie, here in the AFI DIY Lab, coming at you guys with a brand new project for you guys to try out. You want to find out what it is? Well, hit that like and subscribe button, and then I'll tell you. So go ahead, I'm waiting. You have not done it, do not, no. Alrighty, so now that you've done it, which I hope you have, as you can read by the title, you already know what we are doing today. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Start with your melt and pour base ready to go. This includes cutting it into manageable cubes that will allow it to melt a little bit easier. So as you can see, there's just little cubes like that. You can opt to microwave it in 30-second intervals, or you can heat it over a double boiler. Just remember to stir it every now and then just to make sure that all of it is melting. So I'm going to choose the easy way. I'm going to pop this into the microwave, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Bye! Alrighty, now that this is all melted, we can now add in our fragrance oil. You can choose just about any scent that you want that's approved for use in soap, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's not from AFI. You're missing out, you know? Just take it from me. So I've picked out AFI's Caribbean Teakwood. And I thought this would be awesome to use in the shave soap. It's really refreshing, but it still has a little bit of fun to it. So I already have it pre-measured out, and I'm just gonna dump it in and give it a nice quick stir. Alrighty, I'm just gonna set this off to the side now, and we'll get started with our dry ingredients. Alright, I'm gonna grab my mixing bowl here, and then I'm gonna grab our first dry ingredient, which is SLSA, which will give these bars a boost of a foamy lather to make them perfect for shaving. So I'm gonna dump this in. And then for our next dry ingredient, I'm going to be adding bentonite clay, which will help mattify the bars and help draw out any excess oil from the skin. So just grab my whisk here, and I'm just going to mix these two together. All right, now I'm going to set my dry ingredients to the side and grab our wet ingredients that we had before. Now if it does dry within the time frame that you were mixing this together, just pop it back in the microwave for a few seconds just to make sure that it's nice and back in liquid form, because it does kind of dry really fast. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, put it into here, and we knead it and to make a little bit of a paste. So I'm going to pour a little bit, put this out. Oop, made a mess. Who's surprised? And then I'm going to grab my spatula and just kind of mix it around. Like I said, to make a paste. And then after we have a nice paste here, I'm gonna take the paste and put it into here. I've noticed that it makes a better transition, just making sure everything is nice and homogenized. I've tried it a few different ways, and I just found that that is the most effective. So don't worry, I did all the trial and error for you guys. Let's add a little bit more. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, the fragrance smells so good in this though. Between this and then the fragrance, I feel like I'm at a spa. Alrighty, I think this is at a pretty good paste. It may feel a little hard to work with, but that's okay. So we're just gonna take this, and I'm just gonna, like so, put it into here. Let's grab the last little bits. Make sure to use your spatula to scrape the sides. No crumb left behind. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to take this here and mix until everything is nice and homogenized. All right, just make sure to work out any last minute clumps in there. Been stirring for a good minute, so remember to have some patience when doing this. So now it's time to move on to your mold. You're welcome to use any shape that you want, but for this project, I just chose to use some round ones. I find that it's easy to hold in your hand and rub to produce a thick foamy layer. But if you want to use stars or hearts, go for it, add a little bit more fun to it. So I'm just gonna pour these in, and I'll come back to you guys in just a few. So after you're finished pouring these, you're gonna grab some isopropyl alcohol and just spritz them on the top. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set these aside, let them cool and harden for 24 hours, and I'll be back with you guys tomorrow, and we can see what magic we've made. I'm back. Look at them. Sorry, I'm so proud of my project. We're gonna pop one out. Look at this beaut. All right, so to use them, all you have to simply do is just lather them up under some water and distribute the fluffy bubbles along the space you'd like to shape. Bonus points if you use a barber's brush to really build up these bubbles. It makes it all worth the while. Each bar costs us under $1 to make, meaning each can be sold up to $2 wholesale and retail for $4 to $6. And don't forget to tag us on any of our socials to show your DIY creations. Is there something that you want to learn how to make? I would love to help you guys out, so just leave us a comment down below and we'll put together a recipe for you. Don't forget, we have an entire playlist dedicated to these projects and more on our channel. I'm Maddie, and I thank you guys so much for joining me today in the lab, and I can't wait to see you guys with another project really, really soon. Bye!